all the work.
That can be arranged, huh?
Yeah, I could get.
Okay, now they should be able to hear us, though we're not showing up yet. But
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at those two squares too while I'm thinking about it, because I could probably, yeah.
That would be good.
I'll look at them too.
Hey, everyone. We're here. Katy made it back.
Yep, I'm home in one piece.
She's a little tired, but
yeah.
And, you know, it's typical flying. What can happen.
Yeah.
Today we see that Cheri and Wiggins and Joe, Vintage Style by Joe, has made it in, and crafting.
It says Shay. So I wonder.
Adamy with Shay. Hi, Shay. And she's been on before.
It says crafting on a dime with Shay.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
On a dime. I didn't get it.
On a dime. I get it. Meaning the cheapest way.
Out. So I says we're gonna have to check her out then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me go locate her channel, because I'm assuming she has one. She says, "Good job, Katy." All right.
I know. I'm like, Adame. It's like, no. And Katy's the one that's had less sleep than me.
Yeah.
You really don't craft on a dime. Don't let me fool you. We understand.
Oh, no. I'm logged onto my wrong. Oh.
We understand that. There's Kimkins. Welcome in.
That's me.
Oh.
I'm on the wrong walk. Yep. See? Told you. I'll be right back, though. I can fix that problem.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's my other YouTube
alias.
Yeah, my original one, actually. And then when I made my Greenland Quilter channel, it's completely different. But I forgot I was locked. Okay, now we've got that fixed. Now let's see if it compensated on the chat for that.
See if I can get the different.
I bet it didn't.
There, now I'm in the right chat too. Well, it is Sunday, and we are doing, it's August. What's the 2nd? Oh my Lord. It's August the 2nd.
I can't believe that. You know that?
I know. And I have to tell you, did it. Let me see if I made a note. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm good. Yeah, it's just flying by. We're on Sundays at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. PM, Katy, the Greenland Quilter, and I are doing a collaboration that we've been doing since February of this year, of Alice's Wonderland. So sampler, so along. That's a lot to say. That's a lot of S's. And so we've been going right along, and all of our videos, we go live, but all of our videos are recorded. So if you decide you want to start and you haven't, you can go back to the first one. And we've labeled them by the week and what blocks basically that we're doing. Or if we get into another technique, if it's not by a block, we might say, like fusible applique or that, and that we're continuing to work on that. So half through the year. I know. Can you believe it, Shay? We're halfway through the year.
I want to know where that time went.
It's like we kind of get, I don't know. It just flies, it just flies.
Someone explained to me the other day, and let's see if you agree with that. She told me that the reason we think that time seems like it's speeding by for you and I, because we're older,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us are of an older generation, mm-hmm. is because when you're young and you're going to college and when you're a child, your brain is still in this growing phase.
Yeah, you haven't experienced enough.
you're getting experiences and you're learning and stuff. And as you get, once you get into the young adulthood and you start raising kids on top of that, you never really know. You always think things are normal, slow time. But when you get older, you have all this knowledge in your head, and you're not raising kids anymore either, unless you're a grandparent raising grandkids.
Yeah,
you notice time
that too
more so than younger generation does.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Hi, Mona.
Mona and Joydy came in, and Joydy did ask about those papers, and I did type in that you are.
Let me get that looked up.
The FPP information for doing square in a square or diamond in a square. They call it different things. But there's a free website you can go on, and the correction is she'll tell us the correct size that we need to.
Yeah, because I told y'all wrong last week and I corrected myself, but I don't know how many of you saw the correction. So I'll give you the proper one of this and also the freebie page.
Cheri, what happens is that we collaborate, so it's on mine. So if you click on my live, you will see Katy's. It'll if you're not subscribed to Katy, or you can subscribe to Katy. Right.
Please do. Not to be plugging myself here. And here, for those of you that haven't met Shay, she's new to this Cheri's channel. I'm going to share her link too, because I went and looked it up. And that way you guys can bring her into the community and we can get to know her too. There's her link. Oh, and can I interrupt for a minute, please?
Oh, yeah.
All of y'all, and I'm going to say this more than once tonight. If you are not subscribed to Cheri, please subscribe. She's getting closer to the 1K milestone, and her and one other creator are so close they can taste it. Please share the channel. Get it out to your friends. Y'all, let's push her over the 1K mark, because that's a big milestone for any young channel, and let's help her get there. Now I'm done.
Thank you, Katy. She's my advocate.
Yeah, I always advocate for you guys. I love you guys. All right, let me find that Square Triangle website.
Okay, and we did say hello to Mona, I believe.
Yeah, hi Mona.
I think
I hope she's feeling better.
Yeah, Deb S.
Hey, Deb.
My quilters in here. I'm just checking my phone.
Reprintable.
And seeing what I can see. Okay, you need the link to Katy's channel if you are streaming in both.
Huh?
Yeah.
T was wanting this. You're on 3.5. Now, when you do it this way, you're not going to need to trim down, because it's already going to be 3.5. And then when you start sewing them together, that's when it changes to the 3-inch finish. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link for the freebie paper. I'm going to share 2 links for the freebie paper. One is for the 3-inch finished. The other is the main part where it has all their square and squares. And if you scroll down, you'll see a whole list of square and square printables of different sizes. And if you bookmark that, then if you don't want to buy paper, but you have a printer and you want to use your own paper, you have that ability to do so.
Okay. Yeah, they had gotten it was schooling. I'm going to call my provider, because I wonder if it's that. It says happens when streaming to multiple places without enough room on laptop. Huh. But my laptop is new. So yeah, because my laptop doesn't stream. It was my phone and the TV. I noticed it like. So what we'll do is, if anybody needs that information, if they got the information, Now you want to buy all those FPP packs. Shay
Yeah, I
said.
have quite a y'all have no idea how many I have. I need to do a show and tell. Oh my gosh, because I have quite the collection going. Because I discovered I really love using them, especially the ones where I have trouble with stitch and flips, which means a stitch and flips involves not only a square and a square, but the flying geese, and the flying geese drive me bananas.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to start out with doing almost like a show and tell a little bit. I'm going to see which camera I want to be on.
Okay.
I think I will try this one. Okay, you guys can see we've been doing our fusible applique and that. And it's the same thing that we have been doing for the last few weeks, where we trace off our design onto the steam machine 2, and then we rough cut it, iron it to the back of our piece that we wanted to of fabric, and then went ahead and pressed it on permanently, and then we've been doing decorative stitches. So I thought I would at least show you again and go through the ones that I've done. And some of them this week I did go on, I'm trying to get this right. I did go on and do a short video of me doing them also, so you weren't missing out. Ooh, my blue fingernail polish goes with the blue in this. Okay, there's the heart. I guess I should name it. Oh, it's called Double Heart. And that was on page 152, and it showed you how to do it.
Hey, can I interrupt for a minute? Joy T wants me to repeat the size. So for the square and the squares, you're going to use the FPP paper that it says 3-inch finished square and a square. The printable is going to call it 3-inch finished. And I just put I put the link in there for that. The only reason I put both measurements up here, not to confuse you, but because some of us brain works different than other people's. And then I also did the freebies. Okay. That help, Joy T? Katie, please. Oh, ISE number. The ISE number is 779. Let me put that in the chat.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Cheri.
No, that's good. I'm reading the chat. What you put.
And I need to go find I'm going to go get it from Fat Quarter Shop's website too.
Oh, that's good. With this one here at the heart, I took the fusible, made the fusible smaller on the big heart, so it's not just full of fusible web. Then did the shooting star. So I showed how to, all I did was do the outline stitch there in black, and then with a pearl cotton thread, which I have somewhere here. Well, I'll get it in a little bit. Embroidery thread, I did a running stitch. And I just looked at the picture that they had, and it's called Shooting Stars. Monstera leaf.
Monstera.
Thank you. You know your plants. I don't. Block 83 on page 154. All you have to do is trace it off, put it on your fuse to your fabric. And I did like a lightning stitch, one of those small stretchy stitches I did for the veining and on the outside. I know you guys have seen these, so the butterfly trio is on page 155, and this is, let me see if I can get it the way that it's supposed to be. There. I did a tight zigzag here. And then, I don't know if anybody is familiar with French knots in the embroidery world, but that's how I made the little antennae. And then I did the running stitch. This is something that once you get the fusible down and knowing what to do, you always read your directions on each page, because they may tell you you need 2 of one thing or something, you know, or so you want to make sure you have enough of each piece. This is the rainbow. And all I did was change my stitch color as I went along. I did a blanket stitch, a small blanket stitch from my machine. So you all have seen these. Let me see, get this right. This is the flying bird. I just gave you a flying bird.
Shay says she wants to learn hand stitchery. Wait, let me try that again. She wants to learn hand stitching and hand embroidery. She's familiar with machine embroidery.
Okay, well, we're gonna be doing, I have some that I haven't done yet that is machine, but I have some that with the running stitch I can show you, or that again too. But this one I did like the little lightning stitch, zigzag. You could do any of this can be done hand. The only thing is with it being the fusible, it's a little bit harder to get your needle through sometimes. Where the fusible is. This is one of my favorite blocks. This is
that house is super cute.
That's why I love this house.
Shay says there's some hand stitching kits on Amazon that she's been eyeballing. Yeah, I want to find a small cross stitch one.
Yeah, I did order some for me, and it's really good. And just to get a basic book on the beginnings of embroidery is really good to learn that. And then you can just have any thread that you want and fabric and just play.
Didn't Missouri Star have some kind of thing that they had where you could learn how to do all the preliminary stitches for embroidery as a kid or something?
I don't remember. Most of the channels probably do.
Yeah, it was a while ago though, but I don't remember what it was called.
I'll put this down here for a second. But this is the one I'm going to show you what I did. This in the directions, it is block 88 bloom, and it asks you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this shape here. Okay, so you can either print 5 off. I'm just going to see if I could find mine that I had done. Remember when you want to.
It's for a USB hub.
Oh well. You can either copy onto your fusible 5 of these, lay your fusible on top of your printed page. It should show through, and you can trace it. Then you can rough cut it out, and you want to do 5 of them. And if you're doing them up ahead of time, label the block. This one you do 1, and it has a circle, but I
this on one
didn't
end,
do the circle.
on the other.
I did a little round buttonhole that was on my machine. So, just taking you on the ride today. I love the strawberries.
Oh, okay.
What, Katie?
I was asked. Joy T said she saw the book, but not at MSQ, and then she said she thought she saw it on Facebook, and if she sees it again, she'll screenshot it for us. That would be great, because I could have sworn I saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
And that would be a good beginner thing for us beginners
Yeah. Thank you, Mona. Hey, I just want to let you know that not next week, but the week after, Zaza, the
Yep.
inappropriate quilter, is going to come on and demo how to do some of the EPP machine stitch for the ones that have a problem with hand stitching. Today I'm going to show you some hand stitching.
That's next week or the week after?
It's the week after next week. Next week, Katy's going to share with us how to do a reverse applique. Now, it's not part of the blocks, but it's another technique. That's why we're sharing it.
Yeah, the reason I'm going to share it is if you look in your book on page page 114 and 15, they have, because I haven't done these blocks yet, because I have catching up to do. Block 57 and block 58 are doing curves. You can do this without doing the curves and do it as a reverse.
We're just, there is a lot of techniques to be done. That, even the applique, they're showing just fusible, but there is needle turn and that, there's different appliques. So, this is my strawberries. I'm happy with it. I just did a little black outline. Oh, what did I do here?
Cute.
It did turn out cute, and I wasn't sure. I kind of kept it kind of rustic and kind of did its little stamens or whatever it is in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a small zigzag or a blanket stitch I did around there, probably. Oh, but I do want to let you know that if you if you do this and you have a dark thread, which I did not do on this one, make sure your bobbin is dark because the white can show through on the fusible. This one I have done it. I changed my bobbin and I did it with the darker bobbin along with the top thread, and it didn't do that. So I just wanted to let you know that because it happened with me. So
Shay says, see, I do this, but I do it with Embrilliance and my embroidery machine. I don't know what Embrilliance.
Oh, Embrilliance is a program.
Okay.
That you can do to where you can actually, I forgot. I'm not going to say digitize your own patterns.
Shalom, she loves that strawberry patch.
I've never been able to figure it out. I love Shalom. Hi, Shalom. Sheila's in here.
Sheila says, I'm trying to let you know about a site with cross stitch and embroidery. It's 120 feet. Tell us the name of the site and I'll go look it up.
Yeah, we'll put it on there, Sheila. Jody says she's way too behind. 2 peas in a pod. No one's behind. You just kind of, it's like I went ahead and I'm going to share as I go, but I didn't want you guys to have to sit through every week of me fusing it on and stitching it. I'll do some of that, but I didn't want to have you do a lot of it. Getting my thread trimmed here. Anyway, this is called the tulips. It's block 90. I think this is what I did this week. And I wasn't sure what to do with that. So with the fabric I chose, I just decided to do the black. I didn't do real good on my blanket stitch on this one, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, this is one that you're going to have to copy this 4 times. Oh, okay. And this one is one that's is pretty, I think. This Pedal Power, block 91. Pedal plot. Oh, can't even say it. Power. I like it. I did like purple thread, zigzagged, small zigzag, and then in purple, and then this here I ended up doing it in just a straight stitch in red, I divided my fabric in half when I was, before I had anything placed on it, so I could get the crosshair, so I could tell basically where the middle and the center and was for vertical and up and down. Then I could place these pretty good. You need to make sure that when you're cutting this, when they show this, they only show one of each on the page, but read. It'll tell you how many you need. You need 6 of the small centers and 6 of the outsides. So your templates will tell you what you need. Oh, this is one of my favorites. No, I think I did that. I can't remember when I did this. And this is my dragonfly, except I think I should have had, it looks like it has eyeballs instead of, I didn't know if a dragonfly had the antennae.
Yeah,
so,
they do.
Okay. So I might take this out, put a few running stitches in, and then do the blanket stitch again.
Did they put antennae on it?
No, they didn't put nothing on it.
No, maybe they don't have the antenna.
Okay. Well, mine has eyes then.
Well, they do have eyes. I think they have compound eyes, if I remember right.
Well, I did a stitch inside that was like almost like a cross stitch, but it's, what do you call it? Like the diamond, a diamond stitch or something in the middle for texture.
Yeah.
And I went around it with straight stitch for the body. I needed to make sure that the wings would come out because my background fabric in this was the same as this. So I went with the purple. So that's that. Any questions on any of this? Switch devices. Oh, Mona switched devices. I thought she was telling me to switch them. And I go, huh? Okay, this one here, I did do this.
Oh, that's
this is
pretty.
called, yeah, this is the plum blossom. The thing is with this is you got to look, because these look like they're the same size, but 2 of these are the same size and one's a little bit bigger. So if you get mixed up and you make them the same, these are the 2 biggest. It goes in the center. It's no biggie. So I just zigzagged to in here and I laid it out. The book will show you on page 164 the first part that you lay out and that. But what I did is I laid out like this part, this part. Then I laid my flower here. Then I placed this flower under. Then I would place these little stems here. And I can move. As long as I don't iron it, it's movable. You can pick it back up and reposition it. Wherever she decides to answer. Cheri, how are you going to quilt all these applique blocks on the quilt? I think I am going to hand quilt it. I know it's a big one. At least I'm going to I'm going to do the blocks and all that. Yeah. It's the blocks are too small to deal with trying to do something within in the block. I'll have to think about that, but I was thinking just the other day that that's what I might do. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do like more of a outline stitch around, and then I can, we are going to have sashing strips, so I could either go right down the middle of those sashing strips, because they're going to be small. I think that'll let me know more when I get more of that done. My little kitty I did yesterday. And just did a tight zigzag with like a hot pink fabric. And I just did a little running stitch just to outline the collar and a little whip stitch around its tag. I drew a triangle. I'm sorry. I drew a triangle.
You done the putty cat?
Yeah.
Dang.
I did the triangle and then I filled it in. I outlined it, like 3 stitches. Then I filled it in. And then I ended up doing the eyes. I put eyes. See, the cat and theirs don't. Oh, but I have not done the running stitch on this yet. So I'll go back to that.
You know what? You're going to be finished, and I'm going to be sitting in the dust while you finish.
No, I'm going to show you all. I fused it. That's all that I did. I have hand stitching and stuff to do. But I can wait and not show you guys all of it. But the water lily, just to let you know, this will give you guys some ideas. I have not. Okay, the cat was the last thing that I did, and I have to do its whiskers and things like that. But I haven't stitched this. I'll just flip through because later I'll probably go and we'll do that. Do some of that. This one here, I did. And then I just take a heat erasable marker and look at what the picture looks like and go around it. The bee has to be done with the stitches. The butterfly. I'll go in more detail when I go do each of those. But that's what's up with that. Let me move my keyboard a second. And let's see if I can show you. Okay, here's the cat. So we're going to go over to the cat.
Not enough sleep.
Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay. So I like to take a heat erasable pen.
Shalom says, Cheri, these are so charming and just warm my heart.
And
Joy T says, Shay, join Cheri's Discord. Just a specific section for Alice's Wonderland quilt that I find very helpful. We need to find that link, Joy T, so we can share it with those guys, with everyone. Because I'm not on Discord so much.
I need to update that. Okay, I found it. I put things differently. If you put things differently in a different place that you think it's going to be great, you can't find it. So here's the cat.
She doesn't know how to join. Joy T, can you walk her through how to get onto Discord, please? Because I suck with Discord.
She should be able to go on my link where it says Discord in the description, or in my.
The bot showed it over on the vertical, but it didn't show it on the other. Show it on the horizontal. That's strange.
So here's the kitty. Let me see. I gotta get it up close here a second. How they got that? Okay. So I'm just doing little hash marks.
Very funny, Shalom. You want to hear what Shalom just wrote?
What? What? Yeah.
She says, Shay, there's a bit of a learning curve with Discord, especially if you're not 20 years old.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah. Some of us are veterans at Facebook and can't do Discord.
And a gamer. So,
yeah.
You can't see this, but I can. I just did a little bit of just a little bit of a line. This will press out, and anyway, I plan on stitching over it. And then Let's see. Let's go down this way.
Did we set a setting in the bot where if we wanted to ask for the Discord link we could? Did we do that?
I think it does.
All right, let's find out. Because it only showed it on the vertical, not the horizontal. Which I find odd because it usually shows it on both of them. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep interrupting.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just bringing this up close. You can see I didn't do this very dark, but it now gives me a place to do the running stitch. So, yeah, it should. I should have that. Oh, here's my needle over here that I use. I use a bigger eyed needle. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what size it is. I don't remember. But so I get my thread through because I'm using pearl cotton. Now I could use a different color, you know, like they show it in blue and all that, but you know, I'm gonna stick with it. I do a single strand, put my needle here. I want to see how my needle is there. Put the thread over top of it and grab it with my thumb. My thumb is now holding the needle and that thread. Now I'm going to wrap it around a couple times, 2-3 times. And my fingernail is bringing that knot down.
Did you say you set up a separate section for Alice's?
I do, but I have, I should look it up.
Because,
I haven't updated it in a
is
while.
it up underneath the share your, no, that one?
It's so-longs.
Okay, I'm going there now. I'm looking for it. So I'm not trying to stop you from what you're doing.
Oh, no. I'm thinking about what you were saying on that.
Yeah, it says your sew-alongs for 2026. Does that mean everybody's sew-alongs?
It has been everybody's sew-alongs that people's done. Deb's and Lori's.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Alice's one and I don't see it.
I think you have to, there's a thread that you have to go into to say for Alice's.
Okay, because I was going to try to help share a link for that. All right, let me type in here Alice's Wonderland.
Yeah, just share the channels, then she can go anywhere. Yeah, that's true. If you can share the Discord, she can go anywhere.
Okay, all right, I'll do that. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that.
While you're looking, I'm going to do a little stitching. I just put a knot in that. It's called the quilter's knot, the way I did it. But if you have another way you want to do it, that's fine. And I'm kind of seeing where my lines is that I had done. And a running stitch is just like, ouch. It's like just running along. It is harder to put your needle through fusible. I'll tell you that.
Sends a server invite link to a friend. But where's the one where you can just...
You should be able to copy it. Copy link.
So I can copy the... Because it says... Hold on a second. I'll just... it says... Or it's calling it this, and I just don't want to put the wrong thing in the chat. Dang it, where did it go? I just had it in front of me. Oh, invite. It says invite to a server. And then under the, when you click on that, it says send a server invite link to a friend. Use that one inside YouTube.
Hold on. Let me try it. Let me try it. I'll do it. Can go on over here. Come on, phone.
Joyce says she doesn't see the Alice link now either.
Yeah, it's because it's in like a thread, so you gotta like, okay, hasn't been updated for a while, so it's like you gotta dig for it. Okay, 2 more links. Here's my Discord link. I'm gonna copy it. Oh, okay. I'll tell you how to do it, everyone, just to let you know, and I'll send it to. But I'm on my site, okay? And if I click on here on more, it'll say like my Discord link or my email. You can click on that.
Let me see if I can find that. Okay.
You could click on that.
So
and it'll take you and welcome you in, and then I'll have to accept you. But I'm going to go back again and show you what page. It's my page. Click on more. And then these are links that I had put in. Can you guys read that now?
It must look different when you're using your when you're using a computer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can find me again. All right. Move to the right chat.
Uh-oh. I just accidentally.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Mona, I agree. I think threads do hide because then you got to go looking. So I post a lot on just on YouTube community or a post. But if anybody needs individual help, anything like that, we can do Discord too. Now, where's my little rubber dubber? I don't see my.
Oh, wait a minute. I might have found the link by accident. That is hilarious. No, that's the YouTube channel. Never mind. Okay. I'll figure it out later. I don't know. I'm terrible with Discord.
I'd have to go into Discord. It's like I can copy the link and then, yeah, they can do what I showed them and get the link.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing my little whiskers here.
Yes, we can share, Mona.
Whoops. Okay, this is one part of Mr. Whiskers. He looks a little roughy, toughy. Looks like he's been in a little bit of a scruffle. Then I'm gonna we're gonna go over a little bit on English paper piecing today, on glue basting and thread basting, and how to do your shapes, and any questions that you may have. I had a little rubber disc that I had used to pull my needle through, but I don't see it now. Okay. So I think I'll let Mr. Whiskers have another little whisker here. Probably can't see what I'm doing. I am, when I go into EPP and I am actually going to do some stitching, I'm going to put my neck camera on so you can see it the way I see it. You know, if I had my neck camera on, now you would be able to see. There could be some movement. I will try to minimize the movement as much as I can. I'm going to show you the running stitch, how I did it through here, it'll show up more. Alla tevera. And you don't want to pull your fabric too tight because you don't want it to be gathered.
Hey, John.
It's not my John, is it? It's all of our John.
Yes, John from Guys Craft 2.
Hi, John.
And John, you can type share if you would like to share your channel link. And Shay says, okay, I joined. It looks confusing. I will fiddle with it after the live.
Oh, yeah. It isn't if you just kind of go as one step at a time. That's what you got to do. Okay, I am tying off my stitch on the back here. Now I'm going to just show you real quick on.
Denise just pointed out something. Denise says on her YouTube, where she's at, on her YouTube, it shows how many are watching and when you started streaming, if you click on more, there is an icon for Discord.
All right. Girl.
See, I didn't even know that. That's something I didn't know about. And then Mona says Google has a Discord beginner guide. And I don't know what the Nightbot just tried to share. Oh, the YouTube channel link. Okay, that's what that is.
Okay. I just want to let you know, because I can feel the gumminess. What you can do is for your machine needles. I had said something about getting the needles that was non-stick. Don't waste your money on them. It still gets gummy. Now, if you was using heat and bond isn't supposed to gum up your needles. So what I did is I just took my, I had John pick me up these alcohol prep pads.
I was about to ask you if the alcohol would take that off.
Yes, it will. And I didn't have these little pads, but I had this. So I just took a piece of fabric and I would just wet it and I would run it up and down my needle and it'd take it right off.
Perfect.
And, yeah. And if you don't have alcohol, hand sanitizer will work. So,
okay.
Because it has alcohol in it. So, what I did is I've been putting this needle in and out through the fusible and it's sticky. So I'm just gonna, when I did this on my sewing machine needle, you could see the goop come off. So that's a tip. That's a pro tip, girls and gents. So I'll put this here, but I figured I can keep these handy. This I might set on fire. So I got to put it back away from the iron. Okay, now I don't have very much thread here, but I will go ahead. Let me see. Wait. I'm just going to go in. I have a knot already, so I'm just going in. And you want to get your fabric to where you can work with it, where it feels comfortable in your hand. This is a running stitch, has a knot in the back. You go in, and you kind of do it about the same as what your needle is showing is what you want to come back out with your thread. Okay. And see, I'm running what's called, one thing is I'm loading my needle is what it's called right now. So I have loaded my needle and I'm going to pull this through. Let me see. got to get one of these strands loose. There it is. Okay. If you wanted to do that, that's called running stitch. If you wanted to do a back stitch, I'll just show it. It doesn't matter for me. Where I would have gone up here and then done my running stitch like I did, but I'm coming up ahead of it. And now I'm going to go back. Then I'm going to come just a little bit in front of it here. Got the tails are short. Okay. The running stitch is, back stitch is continuous. Well, they're both continuous. So now I'm in front of that. So now I go back. Where that stitch, the stitch before stopped. Now I got a little space there. I'm going to go in. Go a little bit in front of it. Trying to do a loop here, so let's see. Okay, now I'm going to go. Now you see the space I have. I'm going right back up here where that space was, and I'll look for where I want to come out of my fabric next.
Cheri, I'll be right back.
Okay, and then you can see I have my space there. And this one, I can either do the loop. I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? I could have done I think I'll do that. See how that turns out for me. Okay. Then I'm going to go back through this again. This is almost like a stem stitch almost. I think it's called stem stitch. My needle, my thread's behind my needle because I'm trying to make kind of a loop. And then I can go in front of, nope, I got to go down here. A little bit that way. And I'm just following the trail of what I had done. But that's called a back stitch. So there's a back stitch, a running stitch. There's a lot of them, but so if you wanted this yarn to look like it's a solid piece of yarn and not a running stitch, just, I'm sorry, do the back stitch. It just depends on what you like. Try to keep your thread on. Let's see. Denise is in here. Hi, Denise. And yep. Mona Point 2's in here. Hi. I got to try to see if I can thread this now that I've already been playing with it.
They've been talking about Discord a little bit and how to learn.
That's okay.
And suggesting Mona, because Mona's is an expert.
Yeah. Mona's very good at it.
And that was not meant that if that sounded wrong, it wasn't supposed to sound that way.
No, doesn't. No, she's very good.
She has the knowledge.
Yeah.
Mona says, laugh out loud.
She's our gamer chick.
Yes, she's our gaming chick. That's right. Because if you ask me, I don't have the answer for Discord. I get too frustrated with it.
Now it's better. Yeah, it's better to have a long enough piece of thread to work with. I'm going to tie this off so I can get a bigger thread. Okay.
I have my moments, right? Put my foot right in my mouth.
Yeah. Let's see what time it is here. Okay, you guys, you want me to continue doing this, or do you want me to start showing you how to do a little? Now, what I will do with the EPP is I won't do them up ahead of time, especially at the beginning, because there's curves and different things, and you'll put them together just a little bit where you start and stop and stuff like that will be a little different. I'm going to show you this little block here and why. I'm going to show it to you. But
What's the shorter one?
I don't know. I think I got to finish this because I don't know if I like it solid or if I like it dashed. Which one? I haven't finished it, so it looks a little funky right here. If I go up here and then on over, it'll probably look good. But I can change that.
I think it's going to look great no matter what you do with it. Yeah, I'm no help, right?
Well, thank you. you help my confidence.
I'm sorry. I'm just being
She hasn't had much sleep. That's okay.
Hey, I can blame it all on the fact that I've only had about an hour and a half's worth of sleep since yesterday.
Jeez.
Yeah, Jeez is right.
Okay, I'm going to finish. I'm going to do this just to see what it looks like with it being a back stitch. If I don't like it, I'm going to take it out and do the running stitch. So see, we can do stuff like that. Nothing it has to be permanent until you have it all quilted together. Oh, I'd love to see a chain stitch. Oh, me too, Shalom. Let's see if I can do.
Joy has a question. She says, Cheri, did you blow up and make copies of the template?
I didn't blow them up, but I made copies of the EPP templates. I did. Yeah, I'm not getting this really good. Okay, I'll try to show you a chain stitch here in a sec. Oh, it's kind of broken here. I'll have to wait till I get around to the part where I can.
Is there a way for you to make your camera a little bit closer or no?
Yeah, I could switch to my neck camera.
So they can see the, because Shalom wants to see you doing the chain stitch.
Okay, hold on.
And I'm looking at it and I can't exactly see what you're doing.
Okay, I'm going to.
Hey, Katy.
I'm going to switch you here. Put the little necky thingy on. Now I got to go. I won't be on in the chat.
I'll monitor the chat. No worries. Okay. If they ask a question, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'm going to go off of this so I can see when I would be coming on.
Shay says, hi, Katy. I'm about to start sewing. They're saying hi to each other.
If you hear a squeal, I may have to.
Yep, y'all cover your ears.
I'll have to. Yeah.
Anybody else? Ooh, there it is.
Oh, now you're good.
Yeah, anybody else while she's getting this set up so you can see what she's doing? Anyone else go see Odyssey? You still there?
The echo shouldn't be there now.
Yeah, I don't hear the echo.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure which camera I want. Angle. I got to turn it around. Okay, it is showing the back camera. Okay.
Mona says the pig scene was a trip. Yes, it was. Nope, didn't make it. I tried, but I couldn't get there.
Okay, let's see if this works. Close your eyes for a moment. If I see big, I can see what you guys are seeing. Okay, that's why I said close your eyes for a moment.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I'm gonna get it positioned. I'm gonna get it positioned, and I'm gonna position myself. If it gets too much, let me know.
Shalom says, I love that hydrangea fabric.
Yeah, me too. I think Mr. Quilty or Mrs. Quilty, I got it from in my sampler box. Can you see what I'm pretty good? No? I'm not doing very good here with this in front of me, but no, that really, I missed the mark on that. I can always fix it. I'll fix it. Okay. If I wanted to do, what's it, a chain stitch or a whatever, I could bring it. I'm going to take this out anyhow, so it doesn't matter right now. I would bring my thread up.
Shalom says, Cheri, have you ever tried one of those snap together embroidery frames? They help her out a lot.
I cannot do that because of it's hard to snap together for me, for my hands.
That's how I inherited your quilting one, right? Because you could unsnap it.
Yep.
Yep.
So I just made a chain. Okay. Now I can go. Let me see. I'm trying to think as I'm doing this. I can go back down through here. And that's attached. This should be closer to each other.
So I want to ask you a question while you're doing this. On the embroidery that you do with these blocks along with the applique, when everything's sewn together into a quilt top and you get ready to make the sandwich, do you quilt over the top of that?
I won't. I will. I won't.
So
I
what do
mean,
you
I
do?
might
Go right
stick.
up to where it's at
Yeah,
and then stop?
yeah, like this stitch. Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing the chain stitch the way most people do, but my thread is behind my needle. And it depends on how tight you want to pull it or whatever. We won't count this one, but that gives you an idea. So what I do then is I go in right here, right near where I had come out. Oh, what did I do?
Shalom says, you do it how you like it, Cheri. There are lots of ways to do it.
Yeah, it's like what works for you, you know?
Yeah.
And then I can bring this up here, and I'm just going to show you again. I'm bringing it in through there, out through here, and the threads behind it. That's kind of cute of a stitch to have for the yarn too.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, that's, oops, sorry. I turned my head. I'll try not to turn my head. So I will probably continue and either, I don't know, I might have to do the chain. I don't know. I think I still like the running stitch, the dash lines.
Oh, yeah, I ran into this.
So are you ready, Freddies? Let's see what I can do without making you sick. In fact, what I'm going to do right at this moment is I'm going to come up here, take you off of this one. There. That way you don't have to be looking at the same camera view while I'm moving around. I'm going back. We're going backwards now. Okay. Now you're going to see yep. You can see that I have my neck camera. This is the neck camera. I can put this around my neck and then it clips, and then it has a magnetic back, and this is magnetic, so it sticks on. Now, the only thing you have to do is be careful knowing that you're doing this, that you're not going to make somebody ill.
Yeah,
So
because it makes it does this little wavy effect.
yeah, I am going to go off of this, and I'm just going to tell it to remove it at this point, and I am going to go back on over to here for a second, because this way I can show you about the English paper piecing. Does that bother you guys with the chat showing right there?
Is everybody, what was the question again?
Is that okay? I mean, is it bother them with the chat? I can take the chat off stage.
Do y'all want the chat to stay that's covering up the book, or you want it out of the way so you can see what she's doing? I think you should knock it off.
Okay. Let me just continue here to.
But I know when you do that, then you can't see what's being said.
I can
Mona says, "Be gone, chat."
What? Be gone, chat.
Sloan says the chat is fine.
I can see on the. Let me see. It should. I can see it on the TV.
Mona says she's lurking.
Yeah. Mona.
We have a lurker.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I can see it on TV. It's just not showing double on the screen. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to get. Now, I'm showing you this. I'm showing you up close and personal here. About English paper piecing. English paper piecing is done with paper pieces of different shapes. And here on page 120, they're showing you, in 121, some of the things that you need to know about making your EPP templates and fabric cutting methods. We'll go over that. They give some handy tips. They tell you about the straight edge. Cutting. I'm just trying to pull out a piece here that I need to pull out. It's hard to go into a different mode. Hold on. What happened to my shapes? Oh, here they are. Okay.
Shalom says she finally found the pentagon shaped EPP pieces and the shop is local. Yay.
Good. Well, here's some, like what I did is for our first block is the simple heart. Okay. So what I did, I'm going to show you. You have to forgive me and being a little clumsy because that's why you're not seeing the neck camera at this point. When I get into showing you how to stitch and base, I'll do it. What I did is, like, this was my piece that I had copied that I was able to print out. And it gives you one heart for the simple heart, block 61. So if you look on that template, it'll say cut one from one fabric and then reverse from another fabric. Okay. You can do it out of the same fabrics, but one will be reversed and one will not be. So this was the piece that I had cut out. Of here. And I only had one. So I had to take this piece, which would be my master. Then I have a master copy. And so I didn't.
Hi, Sarah.
And you flip it. Okay. So you need to make sure that you've got a left and a right side. And how you can tell is that they line up. If you had it opposite, see how they don't line up? If they were the same. So with reverse, all you have to do is just, let me see if I get this back right. Okay. All y'all have to do is flip it. So this would be my main one. When I go to copy it onto my fabric, it doesn't matter if it's like this the second time as much, but I have to make sure that I flip it over so I can get this shape. That's one thing that you want to be aware of is to see if you need to reverse anything. There's other ones. I'm going to show you. We're not doing block 62, but I'm just showing you. Certain ones are printed off or laid out on the same sheet of paper. This is cardstock. It's pretty lightweight cardstock. But block 61, 62, 63, 63 and 64 is on this one. They don't necessarily have things in order of numbers on the other pages. So,
Denise says, Cheri, you should say this book is good for all levels of quilter as far as information and instructions. And Joy T says, I think so, especially for me. It's a great skill builder.
Well, thank you for bringing that up again, because we go through this and we don't think about, saying it at the beginning. You always say it's good first. It's a good skill builder. This is what this is all about.
Yeah.
For beginners and to advance. If you look at this now, I wanted to tell you too that if you look, what I did is this block already had all the information on it. Okay, I put 2. That let me know I needed to have 2 of them. I put block 61, and this I marked it. This was my right side, and that I needed to reverse. So on this one, I labeled it A, left side, and block 61, and I'll clip them together. Now, generally, we're just, because we're doing one, but a lot of times when you do shapes, you do multiples of shapes when you're doing this. For instance, for this one here, the hexy flower, this will be the center. And you're going to use, it says block 62, you're going to use A and you're going to use B. You only need one of the center ones, and it will tell you right here. And you need to cut 6 of these. So what you would do is you would have your paper scissors, which I now cannot find. Well, let me see. What am I going to do with them? I'll use these paper scissors. And I'm just going to, right now, just cut this extra off. I just want to show you. I put my scissors right along this line. And I'll cut. Smooth strokes. I don't want to, I'd use my neck camera, but I don't want to make you ill. Okay. I would put original on this one if I was going to make a lot. Okay, that's just my abbreviation for original. And I would have extra cardstock. Now I'm going to see if I can switch you so you can see. I'm falling out of my chair. Move this back. And I'm going to switch cameras. Book, I lost you. Where you guys go? Hold on. You're up in, there you are. Okay, let me see. I want to go to this camera. Okay.
Denise says, I asked Cheri if she thought the book was good for all levels of sewers. I don't have the book, so I can't make that statement. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, any level can sew it. I know you've heard me like make comments about there's other ways of doing the same block. You know, you can use FTP for some of it. You can do this with it. And some, you know, like I had difficulty with those rectangle things. I don't know what they call them, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Rectangle ones. And I discovered that it was easier for me, for my brain, to just make FPP paper for it.
Well, what I did is, this is my original for the A. Okay, and this is block 62. So I should have already had block 62 put on it so I could remember. Sorry, I forgot what camera I'm giving you. And I would lay it down on my paper, and whatever pen I would use or pencil, I'd use it for all of them. But I keep, whenever I'm going to trace, I would trace from the original. If you were making English paper piecing and your pattern was many of the same shapes, I would print them off of your printer.
Joy T, if they go to my YouTube main page, you'll see a section that shows collabs. It's called collaborations, and it's showing the Alice's Wonderland. I need to catch up on the last 3 or 4 collabs of getting them tied into my channel, because I keep forgetting to click on the link because I've been swamped lately. But yeah, anyone can go to my channel if they're already on my channel to find them. But you'll find them on both mine or find them both on Cheri's channel and my channel for the Alice's stuff.
Trying to draw straight lines. So this one I would need to have 6. So I would do this 6. I'd have this 6 times. The reason why I need it 6 times is because you have to keep your paper pieces in as you're sewing them together, because that's your foundation. And so you don't want to remove them until there's stabilization around all of them. So we'll get back to the, am I doing okay with the camera, or am I?
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Okay.
No one's said different.
I'm going to show you, this is a different shape, and then I'll go into the book, what they say more. This is more, I'm trying to just give you an introductory of this. Let's see, let me go and find, I have many shapes. Some people, you get into it, you get a lot of different things that you do. So I'm trying to, well, we'll just do that heart at least. And we'll do this. Okay. When you're starting out, you're going to make sure you have your shapes that you need and how many you need. And you can either draw on your fabric, on the back side of your fabric. You can draw it with a heat erasable pen or marker or anything, as long as it doesn't show through on the other side. Today I'm going to do this one so that you can see really well. And what I can do is, I'm not going to do it. I can show you 2 ways. I can take this original one like this. Now I'm going to get ready to do my fabric. Okay. This is a sew line glue stick, but you can use Elmer's school glue. And I'm sticking it on here. Generally, they go by a 1/4 inch allowance or 3/8. And I would say if you're a beginner at this, do the 3/8. If it's a small, tiny template, then you're going to have to go less than 1/4 because it'll just get too bulky. But okay, one thing is I could use this And I wanted to show you, I know I'm going to show you before I cut it. I'm going to cut it out. Now I know about what a 3/8 inch is or a quarter. So I'm just going to do it like this, or you can use your ruler at first. And use your rotary cutter, because you can stack, if you have all the same fabric, you could stack those 4 layers together or whatever, 5 layers. It does the same, and cut them all at once with a ruler and a rotary cutter. The reason why I put a little dab in here is it keeps it's steady. Now that's a pretty generous seam allowance. I have a sandpaper board. That's just, I haven't used it before, so I had put the glue so this stays on. Now let's say that if I wanted to do a lot or wanted to trace, I could trace it off with my pen too. So I am going to move this for the moment, and this one I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can find I'm going to use this marker. Okay. I'm doing, when you're going to do your gluing, you don't want to glue all the way to the edge of the fabric. Okay. Some people like to hold their stick this way. So what I would do is I would probably start over here, and I would run it. I am running it on over to the fabric here, and I'm running it across here, but it's not at the edge. And then I just pull my, whoop, guess I didn't get enough glue. And it's not that you have to do it real tight, okay? Because you want a little bit of room or relaxed between the fabric and the cardboard. Then I will start over here and I'll do that. I think you can see that a little bit better. And I'll bring this down here, and you can see how it miters the corner. Then again, putting glue on the fabric and on over. And I've got 3 sides done. Do it again. What happens if you get glue up too close? It's hard to get the needle through when you're needling it.
Linda says, I do a lot of the hex EPP and I stopped gluing because it ripped the paper when I pulled it out, and I always use a hole puncher in the middle to make it easier to remove.
That's
a good piece of advice about the hole punch.
Yeah. Okay, now what I would tend to do, but I'm not doing it at this point, I would probably hit it with the iron, not steam, but just iron. It sets the glue and makes this really crisp. So this would be one of the 5 shapes, and 6 shapes, and you would continue to do this shape 5 more times out of the same fabric, just the way I showed you. And remember your glue. Let me see if I'm gonna bend down so you can see. See, I'm not quite, it looks like I am, but I'm not really right there at that edge. And sometimes if you have the bigger glue sticks, you can turn it to this way. And then you know that you're not going to. See, get the edge. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you might want to do your gluing this direction. So I think I am going to try. Oh, so what I would do. Can you guys hear this drummer? My drummer's drumming downstairs.
Nope. We heard
Okay.
the dog, but I haven't heard the
The drums.
drums.
Okay, what I would do is I would take this, my templates, and I'm going to do it just like I would. Now, anybody want me to show you how to do it with the, rotary cutter, or do you just want me to go ahead and show you free form? So I just put a dab of glue in, and you can see I'm allowing there to be space for enough for a seam allowance.
Still going.
And let's see, knitting. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the 5th, and I need 6. Oops, that one's a little. It doesn't matter if that's crooked. Okay, and you can reuse these papers. Now I'm putting these further apart for you to be able to see real well. That's why. Now, if you want, give me a second. I'm going to get off. Close your eyes. Oh, I'm going to come back, but I wanted to get my cutting mat.
D6 and DE.
Okay. Let me see if I can get this put back on. I'll get wrangled up here again. If there's any questions, I know I haven't gone through the book yet, the page, but this is my process of glue basting. There's thread basting also. So some people may like to do the thread basting. I like glue basting, but I'm going to show both. Okay, where's my, just got to figure out where I put my stuff. Okay, now we'll go back.
Some of them can hear it apparently.
They can hear the
They
drums.
said I can hear the drum beating, catchy tune, sounds good in the background.
Okay, just
I don't hear because I have other noise going on in this room.
I wondered if they could. Let's see. He's just playing his rudiments, as they call them. Okay, I'm going to get in here. So if you want, you can cut these out by scissors. You put your, if you want to do 1/4 inch, you can do your 1/4 inch. If you want 3/8, do a 3/8 inch seam. And you don't have to use a ruler. I'm just doing that so you guys can see. And like I said, I like the 3/8 because it gives me more. I know I'm moving. I'll try to move this instead of me. you can flip these out real fast. You can use one template, glue it on, and cut, you know, your 4 layers or whatever you feel comfortable with all at once. And then you have your fabric cut out. And then you would glue your pieces onto it. Okay. So there's one. And I would continue to do the others. Now I'm going to go back over here. And these little rotating mats are nice for a little tiny mat. This keeps on going to the side here. They're nice to use for this. Sorry. I must have a certain cleavage there that it wants to go into. Let's see if I can get it to stay where it wants. I want it. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing it. Again, you can either do it this side. I can't very well do it this side because I'm looking at the wrong. And I do pick it up and bring it on over. Now I'm just giving you an introductory. We'll go into it more in depth. Is there anyone that wants to see how I would do it thread basted? I should show it because there's people that, you know, prefer thread basting. Okay, now, again, I would press this if I wanted to let me see if I can get this iron on here.
Let's see here. Denise says, my grandson is learning karate. He's constantly punching and kicking, and I thought the drumming was him in another room. And Joy T says, I hear the drums, but sounds low and a good beat. And then she says, laugh out loud, Denise, I hope it's a bag, not the walls.
For sure. Now I'm cutting it out with scissors. Cut this away. So I want to show you how to thread baste. And I know I could have, it doesn't have to be pretty on the back side. Just have to have enough fabric, you know, that is easy to work with and you're not, you know, trying real hard. Now I'm going to, I'm trying to keep this right where it should be. Now I'm going to do what thread? You can use, when you're thread basting, you can use any thread that you want. It doesn't have to be a good thread. You know, those threads that are getting old and break easy and stuff like that. It's very good for thread basting. I'm just trying to find a needle here. And I should get some, I'm going to use black so you can see. Oops. You can double it, single it. So we'll be doing each of these blocks together. You want a big enough knot in this that doesn't go through the fabric. So I'll do it this way. I think I can get it big enough. Yeah. Okay. So now I pick it up And I did glue this on to here. I'm going to put the fabric over. I'm actually creasing it with my finger to give it a little memory. And I'm holding this. Now I'm going to take this, think of a mitered corner, and I'm going to bring this over. Oh, I'm looking through my camera. That's why I can't. Okay. How's that? Let me know if it's off. I'm going to go through here. I'm not going through the papers. I'm going through the fabrics. And I'm going to go through twice.
Reading and rotary cutter looks for me in scissors. And then Mona says, "My bueno."
Now I'm going to take this over here on this side since I'm going this way. And I fold this over. And if you can see, I got nearly a 45 degree. I got it. It's not got to be perfect. And you go through that fabric twice. Sorry. I know I'm out of frame here. You tell I'm not a thread baster, huh? Then, and you can go left or right. I'm just going this way. If I want to, I can bring this back down. I can press the seam in good. So I get a little crispness there. Pick up my needle again. But on this, again, you're not going through the papers. I don't know how good this will turn out. Okay. Just remember, I may know how to do a lot of things, but it doesn't mean I'm good at all of them. That's for sure. Nope. I keep on getting, I want to bring it close to my body. Okay, then this is the last one. This is pathetic. Okay, then I go back over to where I started and do a tie-off stitch. And tie-off stitch. Let me get my thread out where you can see. Let me do it again here. Get this out of the way. You go through and you're going to end up having a loop. You're going to go through that loop twice. There you go. Ta-da. Let me give it a little press for this one. I didn't do too good on this part, but okay. So I'm going to put this needle, have a needle minder. Needle minders, these little things, or a magnetic thing that you can have to put your needle on so that you don't lose it, because these are small needles and I'm using the needles I am using, which you can do your own preference. I'm just bringing out, I brought out different brands. I got, you know, it depends on what you like. For instance, this is Milner's needles called Gold Eye, and they're numbers 3 through 9. The higher the number, the smaller the needle. Now, I want to show you that when you're going to ink, you basted, it doesn't matter. But when you're going to piece them together, you don't want anything that has. Trying to get it out of the way. Okay, you want see the needle eye. You want it to be want it to be as straight as you can. If you know, a lot of them have the bulb, the curve, it'll glide through the fabric a lot better. A lot of people use number 10s, 9s, 10s, 11s. This is Bowen makes these, and let me see if it's saying what they were. These have very little ouch. These are like quilting needles. Oh, I don't think you can see that. Very little eye. Okay, that's something you would probably quilt with more. Then I have the John James. I like them pretty well. And this is size 11. Oh, make you sick just trying to get there. You see how that's
those John James ones? I saw those in Nuke.
Yeah, these are like more of the Milners are the straight-eyed. I mean, straight shaft, I'll call it. Oh, I'm looking on the TV. I have to be making you guys sick as can be. Okay, so I will more than likely use that. Let me look and see what needle glue I have in here.
Hey there. Oh, wait, I thought someone just came in. Shalom says, yeah, those. She loves those. She likes the Milner's needles for EPP. That was Shalom that said that. A size 11 John James is exactly what she uses. And Mona 2.0 said that she thinks that your little EPPs are cute.
Thank you. I think I should do black thread or red thread or something to where you can really see it. This is black. I mean, it's going to show my stitches, but I want you to be able to see. I'm just going to do a little demo. Oops, sorry. Little demo stitch here. Now, another thing you may want to have on hand is a needle threader. Come on. You want to go in, you know you do. And I'll show you my needle threader. There's a lot of different needle threaders, so it's whatever you prefer. Don't have your thread real long because it's just will tangle on you if you know, possibly. This is my needles. This is the needle threader I like because I can use it for the big eye needle and small eye needle. And you just put your needle in, head set down, thread over this way, push the button down, and it forms a loop and you can lift it out. And that's good. If the needle's too small, eye's too small, it might be a little hard. What else? You can condition your thread if you want. There's beeswax. I'll tell you what thread I'm using too. Right now I'm not using that thread, but you just run it through the conditioner and I'll tell you what kind. I got this, ordered it through Amazon. It's called Thread Magic, but you can use the beeswax. That works good. And what it does is it just helps your thread glide through it without knotting so much. So you're doing your quilter's knot again. Needle here. Whoops, I'm doing the wrong camera. Needle here, thread over top, thumb down, over a few times, pinch with your thumb, push that up.
Sheila says she really likes the Milner's needles from Tulip, and then Mona says she likes the straight shaft too.
Yeah, I have the Tulip ones too. It's like you go through so many different ones to find what one you like the best, for different things. But, at least needles aren't too much. Now, these shapes don't go together like this. So don't be putting your hexie flower together like this. I'm just going to show you how I would, how to put things together. Okay, so you have both this direction and you're going to flip it on over. Now, if you can't hold it with your...
Hi, Timothy.
You can, where's my clip? You can use a magnet, you can use your fingers, or you can use a clip. Timothy, huh?
Yep, he's in the chat.
Hi. So what I did is I just put a clip there, and that keeps this side, this lined up. Now, I'm going to go in. I hope you can see. I'm going to put my hands down this way. That way I know that I'm not out of frame. I'm going to go in on this front one to the back side of it. Now what I'm doing is a whip stitch. They have a flat back stitch that we'll learn later.
Timothy says hi to Katy and Cheri.
Hi, Timothy. And if you can see, I'm trying to make sure I'm in camera frame. I'm just taking a few threads. And I'm going to, before I pull it all the way through, I got that loop again, so I can put my needle through it once, through that loop twice, give it a little snug pull, and that locks it in. When you're doing your shapes, if you've got multiple shapes you're putting together, make sure that you're going to do a locking stitch. Now, oh God, I don't know how to show you guys this and be able to do it too. Just watch and see if I can show you. And just take a little bite. It's not going through the paper, it's going through the fabric. Maybe an 1/8 inch away. You probably have about 20 stitches. I don't know which way to be there. The black isn't showing up so much. I'm trying to figure out which angle I have to be at for you guys to see. Okay, I think I'm good there. Maybe I should have done white, but I'm just nipping it. The thread. When I do this, I must usually have it up to my chest that I'm doing. But this is something that you take in your car and take to the doctor's office. Work on as you go along. If you need a thimble, you can use thimbles. I got some here. Oh, this John James number 11 is doing wonderful.
Denise asks, says, did you go through the back side of both templates or just the front one?
It's the back. Oh, you're going through both the back. I'll show you here in a sec. I'm going through the layer of this and the layer of this, but not the in between the fabrics. That way, see? Oop. You can't see those stitches, huh? And so it's like think of it being the top. I just have to see here a second. Ouch. I'm pinning myself. Okay. You're just going through the top layer, the top part. A few threads. You're picking up 2-3 threads of fabric. I mean, you don't have to be that precise, but the deeper you go, it's going to show on the front. And I'm going to show you a difference of why I like this needle instead of one that curves, because I did one that had more of a curve, more of an eye, and you could see the stitches. And I switched, and it made a difference. If you get a knot, just a lot of times you can just give it a little pull. Let me see. Trying to get my needle in that little spot to pull the knot out. Okay, here. I got it. Yeah. Oops. No, I didn't. Well, let me see. What do I want to do here? Okay, if this happens and you can't get it out, you can keep it there. You can see this? It knotted on me and that. So I can keep that there, but I can
Denise
lay
said
my
she was
thread.
asking about the first join.
What?
She said, I was asking about, Denise said she was asking about the first join.
You're going through the back of each paper. I mean, back of each fabric. I'll show you, Denise, when we end this here. It's like you're kind of going up through the seams that you had bent over at that angle. Now I'm at the end, and I will go to the end. And again, I got a loop. I'm going to go loop it and loop it again through my needle through the loop and pull. And then if I want to, I would either travel or I can go back through this way. Like here's that seam. I could go back through that way. Sometimes I like to just travel a little bit to secure this stitches, just to know that there's a piece. Now, don't worry about this, and this part won't show. We'll just hide that. Look, there you go. Try to see if I can show it to you. This is the front part. So my stitches didn't go on this side. Now, Denise, I'm going to show you again. Do the quilter's knot. Did I get it? Yeah, barely. Okay, I am going to show you by, let's say that we're going to add a piece onto this. We're going to add another one. Yeah, we'll add it like this. Okay. And all I'm doing is doing this to keep it. If your ends don't quite match, you can squish them together. They'll what do you call it? Ease in. So here it is. You can go up through. I'm actually sliding the needle through the first layer of fabric in the back. Then I'm trying to see. I want to make sure you can see it. Then I'm going in the back side. Of the first one, and I'm going to do my double loop and give it a tug. And if you feel that that's not secure enough, you can do it again. Just a couple of threads. And secure that. Okay. Whoops. I don't know how good this neck camera is. It's as good as where I position my hands.
Where's the long piece is supposed to be?
Looks like I'm getting another knot in there. There. If there's any questions or anything, and what I'm going to do is we will go through the book on EPP. Remember to print your, I'm sorry, I've got this up there near me instead of near you guys. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can.
Denise says, thank you.
You're welcome. Take it off of here. I'm going to put it on here just for a second. Seeing what you guys can see here. This is more steady. You're getting the light now. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going through few stitches here. Few threads, I guess I should say. You know, at first, if your stitches show on the front, they're going to show in the front. You'll get better at it. The thread I like to use for this, I didn't tell you, is I like to use the So Fine polyester weight thread because it's strong and it's fine. It's 60 weight. I like that. You can go in, you don't have to match the colors of your pieces, you know, like blue. You don't have to have all the colors of the rainbow. But like if you had dark fabric, maybe you do. So there's that word again. You do. Oh well, I lost my train of thought.
The color that matches the dark color.
Yeah, like the thread, you can do a darker or a dove gray is good, or cream is very good. I'm going to show you my stitches here in a second because I think it's going to show good through here. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying to show you. You can't see my stitches. There's just tiny little stitches right there going along, little whip stitches. If I did it on white, you could see.
Timothy says that's a handy camera holder.
I have the neck one. I felt like I'm moving around too much and I want to be able to. Now your needles will bend on you. I mean, you'll eventually wear them out, but I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm at the end, so I'll tie off. You'll decide what you like to do the most, the glue basting or thread basting. Okay, I'm going to cut my thread. I didn't run it through. I could have. And where's my needle minder? My little needle minder's gone. Okay, so that means that I need to put it in my pincushion. Yes, you don't want to step on these. So this is my next one. Let's see how I join. I'm sorry, my window is shining in. I wanted to show you real quick the ones. Oh, there's my needle minder. Okay. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I put these little ones together. I don't think you can see it because of the light. But here I can see my stitches. But I use a different needle. When I switched needles and I used this needle, in fact. Okay. And when I switched over to the other one, then you couldn't see them no more. So that's why the straight shaft is good. Here I was just practicing my embroidery. I was doing a little embroidery stitching behind there. We'll get into that, but this is what how we'll end up doing our.
Shalom says she loves the watercolor effect of the fabric.
No, thanks. So let me see. I'm just going to leave this here because we'll play with that. I'll show you a few little things. You don't need this. I have it, but you don't need it. But you know, if you have your small spools of thread too, or bobbins, wind your bobbins and put them on here. And then you can reel them off. See? And you can have different bobbins of different colors. And then as you go along, you can thread it. Okay, and it's right there. This is a cute little thing. Sue Daly made this thing. And then this is for your glue stick. If I can get it in here, right? Yeah, your glue stick. And this is for a needle. So right by your couch, you could have everything you need along with your little scissors. And there you go. The thimbles, you want, after you get going a lot, your fingers may get sore. So you might want to do your, the thimbles. I got this kind of thimble. I think, Katy, I sent you one, didn't I? Like
Yeah,
this.
you did. You sure did.
It's someone with fingernails or sweaty hands a lot, or things, you know. The silicone with the metal tip is good too. Then sometimes if I really get going, especially when I'm hand sewing, like quilting, I'll get one of these little things because I tend to use the side of my finger for pushing the needle through. Another thing. Let me see. Yes. Zaza told me about this. You can use, they have little quilters adhesive things too that you can use over and over. They're clear. I have them, but I don't know where it is. But you can put them on the area that if your finger is getting constantly pricked or whatever, you can put it there. This was waterproof foam protection. It's Next Care makes it, 3M. And you can take a little piece of it. It's stretchy. And I would make it even smaller if I had a thimble on with it. But see, I can put that right around there. Like I said, I would make it smaller so that this fit on too. Then this protects the side of my finger because I use this a lot. So that's an idea for you. Okay, now the actual hearts we're going to do when we get to that. You don't have to do those. We're not going to do those today. I just was really giving you a demo on kind of the beginnings of it. And then we'll do the heart together. I won't do it without you. We'll do the heart and we'll do the, block 61 and 62. We'll do together. And I'll have my pieces all cut and prepared. And I'll go back through again on how to do the, I'll probably glue baste because I'm a glue baster, creature of habit. And let me see. And I said about the thread, but I'm going to show you the thread. These little Wonder clips are great for clipping your pieces together to hold them so it doesn't give you hand fatigue. You can use magnets. You can use hair pins. But well, you can't see this because, okay, whoops. There you can. So fine. It's a superior thread. And this one is 402. I use it in my long arming, but it's a 60 weight thread, but you can use silk. And this is for when you're basting your pieces, sewing your pieces together. And this also, well, It works pretty good when it's fine enough when you're doing applique too. And I have it in different colors, but if you have Aurifil or something like that, go ahead and use it. Check here a second. Oh, checking my book. Okay, you can see from this, like, I'll go through it, but on your own, I'd like you to read page 120
It looks
and
like
121.
your camera went off or something.
Sure did. Okay, okay, hold on. I'm putting Katy up there. We're just about
Hi, y'all.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I don't know why it did, and you're foggy on my end. On my
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
let's
warm.
see.
It's warm in here, I think.
Because I'm not doing anything on it too.
Yeah.
I'm starting again to the PC slow.
Yeah. Maybe the computer's too hot.
I wonder
fans.
It's my camera. Oh, you know what? It's the light.
Oh, okay.
It's the sunlight. Maybe. No, I don't know. It's acting up.
Mom
Okay.
says she hasn't tried Aurifil yet. She don't want to get addicted to more expensive notions than she already is.
So, So Fine is good thread and bottom line, but So Fine is superior. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it by a spool. Linda's electric quilts carry it, and right now they have some. They have thread, fabric, thread on sale, batting on sale, and they're featuring Marshall's dry goods on sale.
Oh, cool.
You guys are getting, it's weird. It's what my computer is doing. It's got the net camera going. I'll see if I can get that off. So Linda's electric quilt, you might want to check that out. I don't even know which one to have on. Okay, I don't know. Something's weird with my computer. It's okay on the TV screen. So anyhow, would you read 120 and 121 for sure, and the handy tips, because these tips here are good to how you may want to cut those and all that, and I'll go over it. I'd like you to read through 122 and 123, but we'll do these together, like the curved and things like that, and how to do. I'll show you how to base these down and that. But the more you read about it, the more familiar you'll be about it and feel more comfortable. And hey, if you got some shapes this week, cut them out. Cut 5 of them out or so, 5, 6, and just, if it's hexies or whatever, and practice your glue basting or thread basting the way you want. Then try to hand sew it together and just play with it. So I think, since I don't know what's wrong with my I hope you guys have been able to hear me.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
They're
I
talking
really like
about
Superior.
bread.
Yeah. I use the thread all the time. Superior, I really like using that thread. It works good.
I don't have any complaints either about the Arville.
Yeah. It's a good company. I mean, good quality thread. Is there anything I missed that I needed to
No, it
address?
looks like you were just mostly talking about thread and seam allowances.
Okay. Now remember, don't let this put fear. We'll go through it each. I might have gone ahead with some of my fusible, but I will go step by step with EPP. And Zaza will be showing us. And next week, Katy's going to show us how to do a reverse applique also, which would be interesting to know how to do. So
It's not hard either.
I'm just going to fold up my fabric, and I guess that we'll end this. Yeah, it just depends on where you buy it.
Sometimes
Bye, Mona. I think my device is dying too. My computer, all the screens are like frosted. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for coming in. Thanks, Timothy.
Thanks for coming in, everyone.
We'll see ya.
Bye, everyone.